Moves, which is our last segment of the day. So I'm going to talk you guys through some of the moves, who is up and who is down at NoOffseason.com. Sports card investment report. It's a lot of football because we're kind of at the, believe it or not, we're kind of at the end of like where you can sort of make some sneaky plays on football, because what's about to happen is you're about to start seeing drastic price differences in football cards. And what that typically means is that if you've waited until then you're not the seller of those cards that are moving up very high. And we don't really want you to be the buyer of the cards that are moving up that high, especially during football season. We want you to be early and not late. And so we've moved guys like Tony Pollard, Mike Williams, Mike Evans is a big one to pay attention to. So check out the football card rankings at NoOffseason.com. Javonte Williams, the running back in Denver. We talked about A.J. Dillon earlier in the show. He's on there. We've added probably at least 25 player profiles to our football card rankings at NoOffseason.com. Now is the time. It's basketball card buying season, but it's like the end of, it's like the start. You've got like 2 months to buy basketball cards, but you've got like a few days to make like real good plays on some football cards before the hype cycle like really begins. And you start seeing football cards increasing in value to the point where it doesn't make sense to buy them anymore. I'm almost to the point where like Trevor Lawrence is a sell, even though like I think he's going to be a better sell in week 3 than right now. But I'm looking at Sports Card Investor, and their data tool is just showing like all these Trevor Lawrence cards moving up. And that's a big sign to me that we're at the point where you need to be buying some football cards. So if you're looking for some sneaky plays, I mentioned Tony Pollard, Mike Evans, he's a wide receiver for the Chargers. And then, Mike Williams, wide receiver for Chargers. Mike Evans, we all know, Tom Brady's number one target. Like if you're not in the Brady market and you want to be maybe more short-term looking at making some plays, Mike Evans, man. You know, he caught 74 balls for 1,000 yards and a career high 14 touchdowns last year. So he's got some markers coming up. So that's kind of who's moving up on the NoOffseason.com sports card investment report. Just wanted to throw that out there. And thanks everybody for watching and listening. This is interesting. Let's go back to this one comment here.
Asia.
Drazen Petrovic passed away a long time ago, unfortunately. I actually rebounded for him when I was a youngster. I was a Pistons ball boy for one day, and Drazen Petrovic did not miss a shot. But I love Drazen. He was amazing. Peja, Sabonis, Kukoc, Dejan Bodroga. I'm not familiar with who that is. And then, of course, Vlade Divac. Those are some good players. So throwing it out there, maybe I'm guessing because maybe this person is saying that this could drive some card value. So that'll be interesting. Greeny Green, how about Josh Palmer? Yes, absolutely. Thank you to Andy Kaysen, who's all over this. He's the host of our football card strategy show, and he's actually going to be co-hosting 2 episodes of the sports card strategy show, the August 15th and 22nd episodes with Kendall. So Kendall,
and I'm sure most of that will be talking about football because like that's like prime Andy season.
That's probably going to be Kendall teeing up Andy for some football, and then Kendall fielding the baseball soccer questions of the day. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'll be on vacation, so I'm gonna have those 2 extremely smart individuals host the show without me, so we can keep the show rolling. Josh Palmer's in there is my point. So Josh Palmer, there is a profile on Josh Palmer. He is the 3rd Chargers wideout. Andy's big on him. And so that's cool. And then before we wrap here, let's take this comment. Bodroga was a European basketball star in the 90s, 2000, 2006, played for the Yugoslavian team, beat the United States, but never wanted to move. That's interesting. Never wanted to move to the NBA. Thank you for that information. We appreciate you watching, commenting, listening. Love it. Kendall, do you have anything to add before we sign off today?
I was just going to point out that I have had like 3 or 4 trades in my dynasty football league over the last week go through, like not me, but like they've gone through the Deshaun Watson news that came out today, all that stuff. Like people are preparing mentally for this time of year about to switch to football season. So don't. You might already be late, is what Paul is saying. But like maybe get some stuff that's been on eBay, buy it now for a while. Maybe go look. Like who knows what their people are checking. So
yeah, and I think the biggest I have been holding all of the football cards that I bought last year, last football season, and I bought a few football cards strategically for selling now. So my mindset, just so you all know, is exactly what Kendall said. And that's why I said that, is because I'm about to start listing all of my football cards. And I fully intend to sell all of my football cards like by the end of September. Like that's going to happen. For whatever they sell for, like they're going to be gone. They're going to be out of my collection, out of my vault, like every single football card that I own. One way or
Deborah,
another.
sell your cards. This is your time. This is it.
Deborah.